In 1989, I was in Israel. And I personally met the man that this story happened to. So everything you're about to hear was from literally mouth to mouth. No additives or preservatives added. This is raw. This is straight to the point of tonight's message. But I want you to hear this, and I want it to go into your bones. I want you to understand how powerful what you're about to hear. There was a gentleman who was the 10th grade Rebbe of Yeshivat Ateret Yisrael in Jerusalem. But he was not just known as the 10th grade Rebbe of the Yeshiva. He was probably the most famous Gabbai Tzedakah that Jerusalem has ever seen. He went around collecting money, and he would distribute the monies collected to all the orphans, to all the almanot and yitomim of Jerusalem, all the widows and orphans. He literally supported by collecting large amounts of money. And that was his routine. At times he'd be walking through the streets carrying sacks of money as he would distribute it to all the orphans and the widows of Jerusalem. He was a great tzaddik, great Talmid Chacham, an unbelievable Gabbai Tzedakah. He lived in Beit Vegan in Yerushalayim. One night, at 2 o'clock in the morning, suddenly there was a noise by his bedroom door while he was sleeping. And in bursted into his bedroom 5 guys with hoods on, with masks. And they grabbed the rabbi and they pulled him out of bed in the middle of his sleep. And there they tied up his wife, they tied up his children, they brought his wife downstairs, locked them in a room with the children, and the rabbi was there alone with these 5 hoodlums with masks. And they grabbed the rabbi and they started to shake him. And they said to him, "We know that you're the great Gabbai Tzedakah of Jerusalem. Tavi lanu et hakesef. Bring us the money. Where's the tzedakah money? Where do you keep it? It's under your mattress? It's under the balatot? Where is it? You have it in a safe? We know that you have between $80,000 to $100,000 here in the house. Tzedakah money. Where is it? Give it." And the rabbi said, "No, I'm sorry. That money's not my money. That money belongs to the orphans, to the widows of Jerusalem. I can't give you that money. It's their money." They said, "Rabbi, you're not getting the picture. If you don't give us the money, we're going to kill you." The rabbi says, "No, you don't understand. I would give you the money, but it's not my money. The money belongs to the young children, to the orphans, to the widows. If I give you the money, they won't have what to eat. They won't have what to make Shabbat. I'm sorry. It's not my money. I can't give it to you." So the head guy, he grabs the rabbi. He starts shaking the rabbi. And he says, "Rabbi, you're not getting the picture. We're not joking with you. We know from inside information that you have in the house mizuman in cash, close to $100,000. We don't care whose orphan's money it is. Bring us the money. We're going to kill you." The rabbi rips open the shirt of his pajamas, and there, just with talit katan on his chest, he tells the guys, "Kill me! But I can't give you the money. The money belongs to the widows and the orphans of Jerusalem. I can't give you that money." And it's at that moment that this head guy with the mask on, he pulls out a knife and he begins to stab the rabbi 25 times. And each time he stabs him, he screams, "Where's the money?" The rabbi wouldn't budge, screaming in pain. He's soiled in blood. And with his last breaths, he looks at him and says, "The money is tzedakah money. It's the money of Yitomim. I can't give you the money." Finally, this guy, after stabbing the rabbi 25 times. And yet the rabbi still, with his last breaths, tell him, I can't give you the money. It's the money of Yitomim, Almanot. This guy couldn't believe his eyes. He pulls the mask off his face. He picks up the rabbi. And he starts to scream, Oy vavoy, ma asiti. What did I do? I never met a man so righteous in my life. I never met a real tzaddik like this guy. I stabbed him 25 times. And he's not giving the money of tzedakah. What a tzaddik! Rebbe, mani achol la'azor lecha. What can I do for you? I gotta save you. What did I do? I almost murdered a tzaddik. This hoodlum, this burglar, this rotzeach, this killer picks up the rabbi, dripping in blood, and he runs outside to the getaway car with no money but a bloody rabbi. He puts the rabbi in the seat. He jumps into the getaway car, and this robber, this thief, he drives off to the hospital, to Shaarei Tzedek Hospital. And he drives up to the emergency room. And he picks up the rabbi out of the seat. And he says, Rebbe, please, don't die. Don't die. What did I do? I didn't know you were such a great tzaddik. I didn't know you were such a great man. I'm sorry. It would kill me if you died. It would kill me if I was the one who killed you. Please, hold on! And he stood with the rabbi and he's screaming to him, hold on! And he's running through the hospital, carrying the rabbi, running into the emergency room. And he puts the rabbi on the table and he screams to the nurses, he screams to the doctors, quickly, come save a tzaddik, quick! He's dying! And everyone comes running. And he looks at the rabbi on the table and he says, Rebbe, please, forgive me. What did I do to you? What did I do to you? And the rabbi looks up, and with tears, he smiles with the last breaths, and he says to him, my friend, you're a tzaddik too. You were just Chozeh B'Teshuva. And when the man heard that, he ran out of the hospital. And many people have claimed that night, there was a guy, 6'4" Israeli guy, walking into Esh HaTorah in the old city. And you could say that the rest is history. The rabbi lived, miraculously. And the rabbi is in contact with his stabber till today. They learn B'Havruta every Wednesday night till today. And I heard this from the rabbi himself as I visited him in his home at the time of his recuperation. Till today, here's a person who fell to the bottom of the depths of darkness, who committed a crime, a sin that words couldn't possibly do justice. A murderer, a killer, a thief. But yet, in a moment's time, a Jew, a Yehudi, who was able to grab himself at that last second and not give up and brush himself off and get back up on his feet. And today is the Havruta of one of the Gedolim of Eretz Yisrael. Once his murderer, today his learning partner. That's why we're called Yehudim, from Yehuda. Each and every one of us has this strength. Each and every one of us has this ability. No matter what we did, no matter the mistakes we made, no matter how deep we fell, we can brush ourselves off. Come back to Borei Olam. Harotzeh B'Teshuva. He's waiting for us to come back. And once we reconnect and come back, He'll elevate us back to greatness. That's the essence of what it means to be a Yehuda, Yehudi. That's what it means to be a Jew. Thank you so much for coming.